welcome back to my channel. So today I'm doing a fun festive holiday makeup tutorial for you guys, and this tutorial is going to be a little bit more bold. I wanted to do something different from like your classic, everyday kind of holiday makeup look. I wanted to step outside the box and do something a little bit different even for me. So I had been seeing like everybody doing this cut crease with glitter in the basically in the cut crease, and I thought it was so stunning, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna attempt this. It was my first time trying it out, and I had a little bit of a difficult time just because I have hooded eyes, but ultimately I love the way it came out. So basically, if you guys want to do something a little bit outside the box, incorporate some different colored liner. I did like a burgundy liner today, and then also the cut crease with the glitter in the crease, and I just think it's stunning. I will be doing more of like a simple holiday makeup tutorial for you guys. For those of you who want to keep it a little more neutral, of course incorporating some glitter, so stay tuned for that also if you guys are interested. If you guys are new to my channel, thanks for stopping by. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button on your way out so you can catch my next video and we can stay connected. And please give this video a thumbs up if you guys enjoyed. Otherwise, if you guys want to see how I get this glam holiday makeup tutorial, just keep on watching. First off, I'm going in with the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion, and I'm just going to prime my entire lids. Just patting that on with my finger, and then I will set this with a little bit of translucent powder just to take away any of the tackiness before I go in with my eyeshadows. Alright, so first off I'm going in with Makeup Geek Creme Brûlée and mixing in a little bit of Makeup Geek's Frappe, and I'm using this as my transition color, and I'm just starting to dust this all into my crease, and I'm starting to drag it outward as well and really elongating the shape of the eyes. For a cut crease look, you just kind of really want like more of like that cat eye shape, especially because I do have hooded lids. This is also going to help with that. And then next I'm going in with Makeup Geek Cocoa Bear, and this is more of like a deep reddish brown, and I'm just starting to further define that crease. I'm taking this more on like a tapered blending brush and just deepening up the crease, and same thing, elongating that outer corner just to really give us more of that cat eye shape. And then I'm going in with this reddish shade. This is from the Manny and Makeup Geek palette, and this is in the shade Mars. And I just wanted to really warm up that crease and bring some more burgundy tones to it because I'm going to go in with the burgundy liner later. So basically just kind of popping that into the crease as well just to give it some more color and vibrancy, and same thing, just elongating those outer corners. And then you always want to go back in with a big fluffy blending brush just to make sure everything is soft and diffused out and not too harsh. Then I'm mixing Makeup Geek's Cocoa Bear with this chocolate brown color from Makeup Geek. And what is this one called? This is Bada, and basically taking that on a pencil brush and just further deepening the crease with that. Then I'm going to go in with some concealer. I'm using the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer and basically just carving out my lid where I want that cut crease. Just take your time with this. I kind of over exaggerated my actual lid space. And then I'm going in with Too Faced Glitter Glue, and I'm taking this to my entire lid space, and this is just going to really help to lock in the next shadow that I go in with. I'm using Makeup Geek's Magic Act. This is one of the foiled shadows, and it's just a perfect gold shimmery shade. So I'm packing that onto my lid on top of that glitter glue, and that's really going to help to lock in this shadow and prevent any transferring because I do have hooded lids. Especially when doing a cut crease, you just want to be very careful if you do have more of like a hooded eye space. And then just blending out the edges with a pencil brush just to make sure everything's blended. And then for liner, I used the Kylie Cosmetics and Koko collaboration in the shade Gorg. And then I'm going in with the Urban Decay Heavy Metal Glitter in Urban Cowboy. Basically, it's just like a gorgeous gold glitter. And I am taking that right on the edge of that cut crease, just to really give you a nice pop and fun sparkle. I did my wing liner off camera. I'm so bad at getting this on film, but basically just used that liquid lipstick to create my wing. And then with the gold glitter, you want to connect it at the corner with the liner. I just felt like it completed the look, and it just looks so stunning. Take your time with this because I did get a little too thick. I wish I would have done it a little bit more thin, but I was kind of just putting it on in a hurry. For lashes, I'm going in with the Flutter lashes and Makeup Shayla collaboration. These are in I Slay, and I put those on off camera. And now onto the face. I'm first going in with two primers. I'm taking the Hourglass Mineral Veil all over my face. This just really helps to give me like a smooth canvas. And then I take a little bit of the Lancome Le Base Pore Eraser, and I take that more to my T-zone where I have larger pores. And then I'm going in with the Melanie MUA Gleam Body Radiance. This is in the shade Rose Gold, and I'm just taking a little bit of that all over my face, and this is just going to help give you that like radiance and glow from within. And then I'm going in with the Urban Decay All Nighter Foundation. I'm in the shade 5.0, basically just dotting that all over my face, and then I will go in with my damp beauty blender and just blend everything out. I really like using that Melanie MUA Body Radiance under this foundation, because if you use this foundation, it's like super matte, which I love because I have oily skin, but it can be a little flat at times, so I like to use that Body Radiance underneath, and I just feel like it's the perfect combination. And then for concealer, I'm going in with my obsession at the moment. This is the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. I'm using the shade Light Neutral, and then I'll go over top of that with medium underneath the eye area only, just because it's a little bright. They didn't have the shade that I wanted. So I've been mixing these two, and it works out just fine. And then I blend that all out with my damp beauty blender, and this concealer is just like perfection in a bottle. It's so full coverage and like does not crease. I don't know how it works, but it does. And then I'm going in with the ColourPop highlighter. This is in the shade Wisp, and I'm just taking that to the high points of my cheekbones. I like to use this with a beauty blender. I feel like it just gives you a nice, natural, like glowing radiance. I take a little bit to the Cupid's bow, to the chin, also to the tip of the nose and down the bridge of the nose. And this also works as a beautiful base for basically my powder highlight that I'm going to go in with later. And now I'm just setting that under eye area using my RCMA No Color Powder, and I like to use that on my damp beauty blender as well. And now going back to the eyes, basically I'm just going to take the same shades that I used on the upper lid. I'm first going in with a little bit of Creme Brûlée and Frappe, and then I go in with some Cocoa Bear, and I take this a little bit tighter to the lash line. I'm using just like a little short smudger brush. And then I go in with Bada Bing, that dark brown shade, on a flat definer brush, just really close to the lash line, just to give it some more definition. And then of course blend everything out with a pencil brush. And then for that inner corner highlight, I'm going in with Makeup Geek Shimma Shimma, and this is just a beautiful shimmery, like it's like a cream shade. It's just so stunning. So I'm taking that to the tear duct, and then I'm going to put the NYX Wonder Pencil in my waterline. I really just wanted to open up the eyes with this, and I love this nude pencil. And then for mascara, I'm going in with my Tarte's Lash Paint Mascara. This is my all-time favorite mascara. If you've watched any of my videos before, you'll know that. But basically popping that on and then going back to the face, I'm going in with the Benefit Hoola Bronzer and just bronzing up the skin. And I am obsessed with this brush from Morphe. I will list the number down below because I always forget what it is. But it's like the perfect brush for bronzer because it's so big and fluffy. It's just like, I don't know, it makes the job so easy. But basically bronzing up the whole perimeter of my face, the sides of my nose, a little bit under the lip. And then I like to go back in and blend out the nose with a little bit of translucent powder just so it's not too harsh. And then for highlight today, I'm going in with Makeup Geek Duchrome Highlighter in Lit. And this is so stunning. Like, I don't even know how to explain the color. It's like a yellow gold, very soft, but then it has like reflex of pink. It's so pretty, and it doesn't pick up on camera like the reflex of pink. You can just see it like in person. But I took that all over my face and then decided to pop a little bit of that in my tear duct as well. I just put that on top of Shimma Shimma. And then for blush, I'm going in with the Jaclyn Hill and Becca Champagne Face Palette and basically mixing Amaretto and Rose Spritz and popping that onto my cheeks. And then I go in with a Duo Fiber Brush just to blend all that out because I usually go in pretty heavy-handed with my blush. And then this will help to kind of basically make everything look seamless and almost give it like that airbrush effect. And then I'm setting my face with the Gerard Cosmetics Slay All Day Setting Spray. I have mine in the cucumber and it smells so good. It reminds me of cucumber melon. I don't know if you guys ever used that like when you were younger. It's just like so nostalgic. But basically I'm lining my lips here. This is with the NYX lip liner in the shade Burgundy, I believe. And then for lipstick, I'm going in with the Kylie and Koko collection in the shade Gorg. This is the same shade that I used for my liner, and I just thought it looked so stunning. Tied the whole look together. It's the most beautiful like burgundy wine shade. And this is the completed look. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Thank you so much for watching. Please give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed. And I hope you guys have a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Be safe, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye, guys.